In this video, we're going to look at how to identify the main verb of a sentence. First, let's review what a sentence is. A sentence is essentially someone or something, which is the subject of the sentence, doing or being something, which is the main verb. This is all you need in a sentence, is a subject and a main verb. So let's look at two extremely simple sentences just to identify the subject and verb. So here we have someone, Jennifer, that's the subject of the sentence, doing something, slept, that's the main verb. And it is cold. Here we have something, it, being something, cold. And the main verb in this sentence is. So let's look at this more closely. There are three types of main verbs. The first one is the easiest to find. It's an action verb. So my brother screamed at his cell phone. In this sentence, there's an action happening. There's some screaming. And so the main verb is screamed. There are hundreds of action verbs. Ran, wants, thinks, suppose, supposes. I just want to make a note that some are fairly easy to identify as actions, but some of them are a little bit more abstract, like wants, thinks, and supposes. Those are actions, believe it or not. They seem a little abstract, but you'll find those sometimes, and they still can be the main verb of the sentence. The second type of main verb is a linking verb, and a linking verb links the subject of the sentence, Megan, with something that describes the subject, in this case, happy. And so our main verb here is. It's a form of to be. Is, are, were. A form of to be is often a linking verb, the main verb of a sentence. Here's some more. Was, seem, become, becomes, appear, appears. These can also be linking verbs. And the third type of main verb is when you have an action or linking verb and a helper in front of it. The helper helps the verb become grammatically correct. So the salesperson was reviewing my order. So in this sentence, we have an action, reviewing. There's something going on. Always look in front of the action to see, or the linking verb, to see if there's a helper. In this case, there is. The word was. So in this sentence, the entire main verb is was reviewing. Note that when you have an ing verb, it always has to have a helper. Some more examples of helpers plus an action or linking: can review, should review, will be reviewing, could be. These all could be the main verb of a sentence. There's many, many more. Now, be careful with infinitive verbs. An infinitive verb is a verb with to in front of it. To like, to run, to love, to jump. Tessa likes to run. Okay? In this sentence, the main verb is likes, and Tessa is the subject. To run can be eliminated. It's an infinitive verb. So Tessa likes to run. Get rid of to run. The main verb is likes. Eliminate modifiers, because the main verb of a sentence cannot be part of a modifier. So for example, Jason was running for the bus because he was late. So here, our main verb is was running. Notice it has a helper and an action. Our subject is Jason, for the bus, and because he was late are modifiers. We know when we played with the sentence discovery app that for always begins a modifier. And the word because always begins a modifier. We can eliminate those modifiers because we know that they cannot have the main subject or main verb in it. Notice that the word was is a verb, but it's not the main verb of this sentence because it's part of a modifier. So when you're looking for the subject or main verb of a sentence, you can eliminate modifiers and it'll help you out. So just to review, if you need to review parts of a sentence identifying the subject, the main verb, modifiers, conjunctions, or objects, check out the Sentence Discovery app produced by Canadore College.